crazy, dog. Like, race is a big thing. Like honestly, me, myself, personally, I'm not gonna come home or I'm not gonna let my daughter come home with a black dude. I'm gonna be like, what the you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is out here for my people. And like, I'm sure if a black girl came home and with a straight SA dude, they're gonna be like, what the you know what I'm saying?
It's actually 50-50 though, or it's like, it's on the fence with that. That's the thing. Like, and I respect this honesty. I definitely do. I respect how keeping it real as far as, but that's something we already know whole time, right? We be trying to be inclusive and I don't knock that, but I just like I understand that. I understand the preservation of a people, right, and trying to do that, but really it be like it's hard for me to just say, oh, it's about preservation of a people when I know it's some disdain there. And I know it's some, like, you feel me, some hate for so-called black people.
In LA, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? For me to go and have a baby with a black girl, and and I've never been with a black girl, but I've flirted with black girls, and shout out to the black, there's some beautiful black girls, but it's different. And just LA makes you like that, and you can't sugarcoat it and beat around the bush. I don't say the N-word in none of my songs. You will never find a Lefty Gnplay song where I'm saying the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Munchie B and Mariah and them in their podcast, man, on Street TV.
Hey, check this out though, Munchie. Check this out though, Lefty. You know the cool thing about it is, right? So it seems like you trying to get away from this black shit, right? You trying to get it. You ain't about to date no black woman. You don't say the N-word, right? But you rapping. It's like, what's the like? And it be conflicting. Like Bozo, he try to say the Stilo, and you see how I did that video. Go watch that video if you ain't watched it. Bozo talking about Northe's acting black and this, that, and the third. Whole time, this what is considered to be Chicano culture, low riding, this that come from black people, so-called black people.
I was watching it earlier 4 hours ago. They're like, man, we appreciate Lefty not saying that. Does it slip out sometimes with the homies? Yeah, because the homies talk like that all day. But does it spit it out? Yeah, because I'm an SA. I'm a Mexican. I don't talk like that. In LA, you're not going to sell up with a black. You know what I'm saying? A black's not going to sell up with a Mexican. Shout out to the blacks, because some of my most best friends have been blacks. But just the way the LA County jail makes you, it makes you racist. Because you're just with your people. You're either Sureño or you're Crip or Blood. You know what I'm saying? Or there's no whites in there really. It's Sureño, Crip, or Blood. And you know what I'm saying? Just, it always goes up over numbers, just like, the black stripping on the phone or like black too strong and, Sureño stress. Like, it's just, it fucks with your head and it makes you think that that's the op. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way the jail is. And you got to be always on your toes, because at the end of the day, I'm with my Mexicans and
I rarely hear like people talk, so it's like so-called black people in there. So he say it's not no white people, right? But we all know that who clicks up with what the clicks is. We know it's everybody against so-called black people in you feel me, these prisons, especially when you get to like the West Coast, Cali, all that over here. It's racially political, and it ain't so-called black people who put these you know what I'm saying, put these things in place, so that way, you know what I'm saying, it's the, you know what I'm saying, it's the powers that, and get this, peep this, so you got everybody in the prisons or whatever clicked up against so-called black people. On top of that, you got the establishment. So imagine that, you got the guards bringing them in there, bringing them. Man, I'm keeping it.
It's just LA County Jail. LA County Jail segregates you so much that it makes you racist. But yeah, honestly, if my daughter, one of my family members, came home with a black dude, I'd be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where you find this for at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I respect that, bro. I respect it. It's, it's not like I said, I respect his honesty and in some of our peoples, a lot of them, they kind of feel the same way. Like, nigga, stick with us and feel me and make, you know what I'm saying? But then again, it's a lot of us that don't mind.
This was a fucked up reality for me, right? Yeah. So transitioning, when y'all talking about bitches, let's transition into bitches, right? This was a fucked up reality for me when one of y'all said, yeah, man, Them bitches want a baby by one of us so they can have the exotic hair the way. They don't want that nappy shit. They want some motherfucking edges and shit. Bro, if y'all was anybody else, the world would have been after you motherfuckers, man. That shit sounded crazy, my nigga. That sound crazy.
I'm just pointing out how in our so-called, within our people, we don't mind being inclusive. When in other races, they are strict, nigga, and it's taboo to be dealing with somebody who's so-called black. But we like to act like it's just all good. Like the thing, I don't like I don't like it to be one-sided. The relationships, that's all I'm pointing out, right? So when we be talking about this black and brown pride and shit, and then on the low they going back talking about, you know what I'm saying? A certain people, see, behind closed doors, and the thing is, right? So say like at a so-called black meeting. It's gonna be less people there. It might be one or two out the blacks that might be like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them so and so or whoever, right? Whole time over here, whatever group it is, right? That's not so-called black. The majority of them is gonna be like, F those, whatever derogatory terms you can think of. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying about the relationship being one-sided. And it's like, you know, it's a lot of the Serenos, bruh, and I got some good Sereno peoples, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They know they done been in my house, like I done, nigga, real, like, so that, you know, it's good. But the thing is, the hypocrisy cannot be ignored. You feel me? And the you know what it is not gonna be ignored. It's like we all done took notice to some of the shit that Lefty be saying, some of the shit that like Bozo certain one, and it's like they not speaking for only they self, they speaking for a whole bunch of people. Yeah, a whole bunch of them feel just like this. So it's like, man, it's crazy because whole time while we being, you know, inclusive and letting motherfuckers steal the sauce and do this and do that, it's like motherfuckers is on some hateful shit. But the thing is, nigga, we spread love, and it's all love still. Like, you know, it's just, you know, a nigga ain't ignorant to what it is though. But if it's love, nigga, the real kind. You know what I'm saying? When you dealing with real folks. But it's like, let me read some of the comments, man, because I ain't gonna lie, this shit, somebody say, nah, he tripping. And then somebody say, that Spanish box be busting. LA be tripping. Yeah, it's a lot of, and it's more so LA, that's a Southern Cali type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit here and act like, you feel me? It's just super peachy, but it's way better than what they doing out there in Southern California and Northern California. I'm going to tell you that now. It's more inclusive a little bit. And the thing is, right, it just be a trip. You know what I'm saying? It just be a trip, man, to see all this shit. But, you know, it's love, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's still gonna be love with it. And I think, you know what I think the mindset come from? I'm not gonna lie, I think that mindset of motherfuckers being like, oh, I want to deal with this, or I want a light-skinned kid, or I want this and that. It's crazy because it's different levels of it. Because even within the Hispanic community, the darker Mexicans is looked at like niggas damn near. But, you know what I'm saying? Not quite. And even within us, it's like, okay, motherfuckers find themselves like wanting to have a light-skinned baby, or the whole world is on some bullshit. Even within Indian culture, they all doing the same. This shit is prevalent, bro. So what it tells me is that the powers that be, right, who are of a certain, right, color, has pushed that shit off on the whole world. Like, yeah, man, the lighter the better. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, it is what it is. Y'all niggas let me know what y'all think, man. I love my skin folks, though. And it's love to all the Mexicans who is love with. Feel me? Like, it's, bro, like, you know, it's love for the ones it's love with. Because, you know, hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, though. No.